I'm a marketing executive. I've worked across Australia, New Zealand, the UK for around 20 odd years, predominantly in financial services. I started my career in PR, so I specialised in that area. And then as I worked up through the ranks and got different roles, I kind of expanded into internal communications. And then I think I realized that actually the strategy part of the role was what I really liked. So I moved into kind of more strategic marketing roles and taking on people leadership and taking on the executive role, which is where I've landed, which is really my happy spot now. As I've gone through my career, I've realized that people make probably the most big impact when you're in an organization. So for me, I'm kind of looking for roles where I can get involved with great teams working on really disruptive, exciting projects. So I think for me as well, careers aren't necessarily planned. They come about because of the opportunities that arise at the time. So I think if I'd looked back at the beginning of my career and thought I'm going to end up being, a chief marketing officer for a fintech, I personally probably wouldn't have even known what that was. So I think it's taking opportunities. I've taken roles where, maybe they weren't the right role, but they were the right role at the time and they got me to the next place. So they kind of ended up being the right role. I took some roles that really gave me a step up, but maybe weren't as sexy as some of the things that my friends were doing in other marketing roles. But they gave me great skills, and all of those skills I was able to take to the next role. So I think it's really important that every role that you do take, that you're learning something, that you're building on your skill set, because that's actually at the end of the day when you move to the next role, that's what you take with you. So I think the best advice I've received is to always make a lot of contacts everywhere that you go. And I find that kind of like in your life, make a lot of friends, and keep those people with you throughout your career. So I often tap into people that I might have worked with 20 years ago. I'm still, friendly and in contact, with my old boss from the UK. And these people provide really good guidance to me now. So sometimes I'll call them and just say, "What do you think about this? What do you think about this organization? Or what do you think about this opportunity?" And so those people have actually stayed, really important in my career, even though I don't work with them any longer. So I think networking, and start networking from day one. That's sort of, your network starts right at the beginning of your career, and that those people will come with you. I took a role very early in my career for the pay. And when I was in the interview, the final round interview, I met the person that I would be reporting to, and I had a very strong gut reaction. And I didn't listen to that gut reaction. And I took the money and I took the job, and I was miserable for a number of years. So that would be my number one do not do is, don't take don't take a role for money. The money will come as you progress. But your happiness is so important. You're at work for so many hours. You interact with these people, on so many different levels. So find roles that really fulfill and are aligned to your values. I think the network is really important. I have actually gone out to that network a number of times and actually landed a number of my roles through people I know. So I think keeping those dialogues open, and it's not about just accessing your network when you need them, it's actually providing value both ways along the way. So I think my number one, that's been a really critical part of my career path. And also taking opportunities. So sometimes it's nerve-wracking to leave a role or to try something new because you're in a great role and maybe you're getting paid well and you know what you're doing, but sometimes it does take the confidence to do something different to actually get the breakthrough. And that, my biggest breakthroughs have come when I've actually changed roles or changed organizations.